Have you ever looked at your parents and thought, when did they start looking older? Not because someone told you, not because you celebrated another birthday, but because for the first time you noticed something you had somehow ignored for years. Maybe it was the gray hair that wasn't there before. Maybe it was the way your father took a little longer to stand up, or the way your mother asked you to read something because the letters looked too small. It happens in the quietest moments. And once you notice it, you can never unsee it. When we're children, our parents feel invincible. Your dad can lift anything. Your mom always knows what to do. If you're scared, they're brave. If you're lost, they know the way. You never wonder if they'll get tired. You never imagine they'll grow weak. To a child, parents don't age. They're simply parents. Then life gets busy. School turns into work. Weekends become errands. Calls become shorter. Visits become less frequent. You keep telling yourself, I'll spend more time with them next month. I'll visit after this project. I'll call tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And somehow years pass without asking for permission. Then one ordinary day changes everything. Maybe your dad asks you to open a jar because he can't. You laugh. Then you remember he used to open every jar in the house without even trying. Maybe your mother asks you, how to use her phone. Again, she smiles apologetically, and suddenly you remember she was the one who taught you how to hold a spoon, how to tie your shoes, how to cross the street. The people who once taught you everything are now asking you for help, and that's when it hits. The roles are changing, not all at once, slowly, quietly, almost invisibly. One day you notice your father walking a little slower. Another day, your mother says she gets tired more easily. You tell yourself they're fine because that's easier to believe. Until one evening, your father falls asleep in his chair before dinner, not because he's lazy, because he's exhausted, or your mother forgets a story she told yesterday. She laughs it off, but you don't. For the first time, you feel something that you've never felt before. Fear. Not the fear of failing an exam, not the fear of losing a job, the fear of losing the people who made your entire world possible. And suddenly, every wrinkle tells a story. Every gray hair becomes a reminder. Every slower step feels louder than it should. You begin replaying old memories. Your father carrying you on his shoulders, your mother waiting outside school, family dinners, road trips, birthday cakes, late night fevers. They remember every tiny detail about your childhood, even the ones you've forgotten. Yet somewhere along the way, you became too busy to ask them how their day was, too busy to notice they stopped buying things for themselves, too busy to see they were getting older while making sure you had everything you needed. Parents rarely tell you they're struggling. They don't want to become your burden. They hide their pain. They smile through their tiredness. They'll say, I'm okay, even when they aren't, because protecting you never stopped being their job, even after you became an adult. The hardest part is that there isn't one dramatic moment. No alarm goes off. No voice announces, your parents are old now. It's thousands of tiny moments. Your dad asking you to drive at night because his eyesight isn't what it used to be. Your mom sitting down halfway through cooking because her knees hurt. Hearing them say, we're proud of you, a little more often, as if they're trying to make sure you never forget. And one day, you realize something heartbreaking. They spent your entire childhood making memories with you without knowing which one would be their last, just like you're spending time with them now, without knowing which conversation, which hug, which holiday will become your final memory together. That's why the ordinary moments matter the most. Eat dinner with them. Listen to the same stories they've told 100 times. Walk a little slower beside them. Take the photo. Answer the call. Stay 5 more minutes. Because one day, those ordinary moments will become priceless. We spend most of our lives chasing bigger houses, better jobs, and brighter futures. But the people waiting at home are quietly running out of time. One day, you'll wish you had one more conversation, one more laugh, one more drive together, one more chance to say thank you. So if your parents are still here, don't wait for the perfect day. Call them, visit them, sit beside them without looking at your phone. Because growing up isn't the moment you get your first job or move into your own house. Growing up is the day you realize your parents won't be here forever. And the saddest part is the clock was always ticking. You just didn't hear it until it became louder than your own heartbeat.